Hi everyone, Lindy here again. This is your very first assignment in your class. The assignment is to create your big goal question. This is the question that you are going to search after understanding for the entire semester. It's really your class topic, and it has to have something to do with space or space exploration. It has to be something that you are really interested in. You don't have to know anything about it. I gave some examples in a previous video. I'll mention them again here. Some examples are, how will humans settle on the moon? Or how will we find life off of this planet? While you're thinking about your big goal question, which you will check with me and we'll iterate and discuss, I want you to mainly think about scale. Scale is how big and complicated and difficult a question is this to answer. Imagine that we had a way to rank the scale of questions from 1 to 5, where 1 is the simplest and 5 is the most complicated, most difficult, the question that will take the longest to answer. So for your big goal question, you're going to aim at a 5. That's what you want. So let's talk about 1, 3, and 5. So 1 is just a really simple question, something you could just Google and know the answer. So an example of a question at 1 might be, what kind of star is our sun? Is our sun? Now you may not know the way an astronomer would answer this question right now, but if you Googled it, you would know in 10 minutes. That is way too small a question for your big goal question. A scale 3 question might be the kind of question you're going to ask every time you go through your question cycle. Something you could learn a goodly amount about by reading one really good paper or doing a half week's worth of research. And so a scale 3 question about stars might be something like, what are all the kinds of stars that exist in the universe? That would take a bit of reading, a bit of research to understand, but you'd be finished with it soon enough. It's a good one assignment kind of question. Now what about a really big goal question that would be in this kind of line of questioning, but really of a scale that would keep you engaged all semester? Well, the example I thought of is, what relationship does the star have to whether life can arise and persist? And so that is a really big question. What relationship does the star have to how life can arise and persist? And let me just talk about this question for a moment to make it more clear what I'm thinking about and why it's a big question. I'm imagining that there's a star like our sun, and around it are orbiting a series of planets. Somewhere on these planets there's life. Maybe it's here, like on the Earth. Well, this star is sending the power out into the solar system through these planets that gives the energy to the surface and the weather and gives the heat to the surface so that water can stay liquid and life can persist or life could arise. And so here's the question, what is the relationship between the star and the ability for one of these planets to have life arise on it and then stay alive? And it's a complicated question, first of all, because no one knows the whole answer yet, so you're going to get to the edge of what humans know. And also because it has to do with both heat and radiation and also composition and age and many, many things that I don't know about yet and that it would take many, many weeks of research to learn. So this is the kind of question that you want to think of for your big goal question. Maybe not exactly this question, whatever it is that comes up in your own mind. I want every learner to have their own big goal question, something that motivates them to go through the question cycle over and over through the semester to try to learn the answer.